So there's another charity scandal. I don't know why there's so many of these scams that are taking advantage of charities. It seems pretty messed up to me, but it feels like they're starting to be more common than the common cold. You might be wondering how big of a deal is it this time? Well, imagine yourself in the middle of the ocean with no boat or no life raft or floaties. You might be wondering what kind of analogy that is, and I don't know. It's 1 a.m. Anyway, I just want to start off by saying everything I'm going to say is alleged because they've been suing people apparently. And I doubt anybody's going to see this, but just in case, it's all alleged. I was just playing games with my friends and I saw this, and apparently comes from this source, Jacob Wolf. He posted on Twitter over a period of 2 years, Brandfluence, then known as Soft Giving, quietly collected 42% of donations from some of Twitch's most watched charity streams, public tax records show. If you don't know what Brandfluence or Soft Giving is, it's a company used to make it a more seamless and smooth solution for doing a charity stream so that people can click on donate and then that company can give it to the right people and the streamer doesn't have to worry about that, so that way you can make sure everything goes to the right place. But apparently they've been keeping a little quiet. Soft Giving's not been the best company out there. They're taking 42% of donations. For what? Moving money around? They're basically a middleman. That's like you walking down the street, you give $100 to your friend that's in between you. He's like, "Here, give this to the homeless man sitting over there." And your friend just pockets 40 bucks and gives the remaining money to the homeless guy. That's basically the situation, just in a different template. Now, this is basically talking about one of the times influencers teamed up with Soft Giving for an event called Games for Love or something like that, where a bunch of influencers got together and they were doing like an unboxing of Pokemon cards, and the viewers could donate to the charity and they'd enter a chance to win like a raffle to win some of the cards they want. Now, the Games for Love was a state-based charity focused on video game distraction therapy for terminally ill children. Before 2020, the charity had never raised more than $50,000 in a single year, according to tax records. But then, when those five members of OTK led more than 37 influencers who ran campaigns for it throughout the next 2 years, it raised nearly $2 million in donations. Yet, according to public records, almost half of that money never went to charity. How messed up do you have to possibly be to scam a charity? Honestly, that seems like one of the lowest possible things you can do. Alleged scam. Like, you have to be complete human trash to scam a charity. It says here in 2020 and 2021, Soft Giving and those influencers raised a total of $6.2 million in donations, according to public available tax records. Yet 2.6 million of that, roughly 42%, went to Soft Giving to recover its commission and expenses, including influencer fees, those public records show. Now, I don't know about influencer fees. Like, I guess because they can like pay influencers to do charities or something like that. It's really weird. But 42% to cover commission expenses. What exactly are they needing that much money for? 2.6 million? Why do they need that much money for commission and expenses? They're literally handing the money from one group to another. They're taking money and then giving the money to someone else. I don't understand why you need $2 million for that. And it says for 18 months during that period, Soft Giving did not prominently disclose on donation pages details about payments made to influencers that cut into total fundraise. It also wasn't clear about what percentage of donations is received as commission. That's super weird and very suspicious and obviously allegedly a scam. In the course of this investigation, the Jacob Wolf Report conducted more than a dozen interviews with influencers, their agents and managers, nonprofit industry leaders, academics, attorneys, accountants, oh my god, brand marketing agencies, and charities themselves, many of whom spoke on the record. We also examined more than 250 pages of documents, including public tax returns, partnerships, contracts, correspondence, and web archives for many streams that occurred over that 2 year period. It says what we learned in that soft giving is that soft giving was not consistently forthcoming with the public, nor the influencers it worked with. And I heard like every influencer that's come out and spoke about this publicly has said they had no idea that this was happening. And I'm sure they didn't, you know. I want to believe them, but I hope there weren't any influencers that knew about this and took a bigger pay cut to scam their audience. I mean, it wouldn't be surprised with Logan Paul. Jake Paul apparently is scam people too, allegedly. Everybody's alleged. But I believe them when they say they had no idea, because I 100% think that soft giving or Brandfluence was trying to keep this as quiet as possible so that they could just go underneath everything and just hopefully skate by and not get caught. They were being very sneaky and they got away with it for a while, but seems like it's catching up to them. I know there's a bunch of court cases going on, so we're gonna have to see exactly what's all happening with this situation, but I have no idea what's gonna happen. Hopefully, if they did scam people, I hope they get their money back or they actually send it to the right charities. I hope they get shut down. It even says right here, it filed a lawsuit against one of the authors of the story, Jacob Wolf, on December 14th. Because Soft Giving earlier this year declined to provide executives for interviews and canceled multiple planned meetings during a reporting of the story. I'm pretty sure that's very suspicious. If you're planning to meet with these people and then you're like, nope, lawsuit. Seems like they're just trying to keep them quiet. And it says, a letter written by the attorney representing Brandfluence demanded we not publish this piece. We believe in investigative journalism and our First Amendment right to freedom of press. 100%. And apparently, it says in some cases, charities that signed up to work with soft giving on events would agree to cover influencer fees, including some above $10,000. And then soft giving would actually pay the rest off if they couldn't afford it, and then reimburse themselves with the money they got from the charity donations. So they pay the influencers, which is already kind of weird. I guess maybe to help fund the event. And then the money that gets donated for the event they're funding, they take some of it to reimburse themselves. That is super crappy of them to do. That's so garbage. So they made a lot of money for charity and then gave themselves a big fat check. So they're absolute garbage people who should not have a company or should not be involved with charities in any case. They should be involved in community service in prison. Allegedly. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this terrible situation. Hopefully everybody gets their money. Hopefully it goes to the right places, but we'll have to see what happens. Bye. See ya. Goodbye.